puppy mills is a nationwide crisis. The Humane Society of the United States estimates that as many as 2 to 4 million puppy mill dogs are sold every year.
It really is a supply and demand issue. Too often people think, well, this is just me and I'll just get this one puppy, or they think they're rescuing a puppy from a pet store. And the reality is this is a business, and you're not rescuing that puppy. You're simply opening up a cage for another puppy to be ordered up, because as soon as that cage is empty, there's another puppy coming. It's so important that people take strong consumer action, that they make a choice that they're not going to support puppy mills.
Diana Foster, owner of Thin Schmidt German Shepherds, fears that licensed dog breeding facilities like hers could be mistakenly thought of as puppy mill operations.
The puppy mill industry has really affected our business as well as other professional breeders, as people really don't know who to weed out, and we really have to gain their trust. The first thing I think that's very important is ask about the parents. You want to see them. You want to be able to touch them and pet them and see what her temperament is like. I think it's very important for the dogs to have a really good environment. They do need exercise and social interaction with other dogs as well as people, so that's very important, the environment that they're raised in.
For puppy mill dogs, the journey through life is often tragic, but there's a happy ending for the 11 dogs rescued the day Caesar accompanied LCA.
As far as all the dogs that we sent to the Brittany Foundation, 2 of them are still in foster homes, but the rest of all of them are in permanent homes. The 6 dogs that Caesar actually helped put into my truck have all been adopted and all have happy endings. One of them, Little Bit, stayed with me. I fostered her for about 3 weeks. She had some extensive surgery done on her stomach because she'd given birth 6 times in her young life of 3 years.
Kim, how are you today?
I'm good. I brought her to a protest, and Sharon Osborne was walking into the store to purchase a puppy, and I stopped her and I said, wait, we have some puppies here today. And she said, let me see them, and I showed her a little bit, and she fell in love, and it worked out.
Hi Caesar, it's Sharon Osborne. I want to thank you and Last Chance for Animals for rescuing Little Bit, because she is now a new member of the Osborne family and we love her loads. Thank you. Look, she can't wait to get away.
Commercial breeders supplying puppies to pet stores and can be found in the scathing 69-page report of the Inspector General published May 2010. These are the parents and living conditions of pet store puppies. These are pictures of many of the same USDA violations I have read to you from legal USDA reports of breeders supplying puppies to Newport Beach. Please take a good look at them. We have obtained more evidence from violations currently and continuously taking place in the pet stores of Newport Beach, which have officially been reported to the proper agencies. Our own Newport Beach shelter, OC Humane Society, has told me they refuse to have any relationship with these stores and refuse to be associated with them in any way. I Heart Puppies is currently undergoing questioning by our Newport Beach Police Department, Animal Control, on the whereabouts of 6 shelter dogs that they stated in this media article in an interview with Corona Del Mar Chamber of Commerce meeting. It is under the city's jurisdiction to receive information about homeless shelter animals under the possession of I Heart Puppies, and the citizens are requesting records of necessary immediate medical treatment and the transfer of these animals that are required to possess by law. These are homeless shelter dogs. It is a common practice for pet stores to sell puppies that are too old or unfit for sale to laboratories for research. The citizens do not accept this practice for homeless shelter dogs of Newport with no advocate, and we request documentation of proof that this did not happen.
Animal welfare organizations encourage the public to adopt rather than buy. They say it avoids the risk that a pet store or online purchase will help keep a puppy mill in business, as well as giving a needy dog a home.
I think the real irony in this whole situation is that there's 2.5 million dogs a year being euthanized in this country because there are not enough good homes, and at the same time these animals are being killed, the puppy mill industry is churning out hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dogs to be marketed in the pet store. I mean, if people want a loving pet, all they need to do is go to their animal shelter.
Shelters often have purebred dogs for adoption, and breed rescue groups are another source of purebreds. For those who choose not to go to a shelter, there are many reputable breeders, like Amy Benjamin and Doug Marks. They're highly regarded for the Irish wolfhounds they breed at their home outside Philadelphia. In many ways, they're typical of reputable breeders.
Well, that was nice.
For us personally, it's for the betterment of the breed, because we really care about this breed of dog, and we want to make sure that we leave it in better shape than when we found it, and that we don't do harm to the breed. This is not a money-making exercise by any stretch of the imagination. We both work full-time, and we do this because we love what we do.
Amy and Doug never advertise puppies, and they wouldn't dream of selling through a pet store or online, because they insist on getting to know potential owners.
I think that it's important that they know they're getting the breed that's right for them, and I think that takes time. I don't think that you can do that in a phone call. No one would ever drive on this farm and go off with a puppy ever. We do lots of correspondence, lots of visits and things like that, because I think they need to know what they're getting into.
The living conditions for the 15 wolfhounds couldn't be more different from a puppy mill.
Well, we specifically built this kennel for the dogs, and as you can see, it's connected to the house because we feel that we need to be that connected to the dog. And what we've done is we have probably 3 dogs, 2 or 3 dogs in a yard together. They each have several acres of grass to run in. They can come in and out at will.
The dogs don't just get creature comforts. They spend time with Amy and Doug, and a lot of work goes into preparing puppies for their new homes.
One reason that we don't breed a lot is because it's important to socialize the puppies, and we take turns making sure that they have lots of socialization and contact. We try to make it so that nothing is going to be different for them when they go to their new home.
Amy and Doug's wolfhounds and their puppies are assured of a good life. And for the dogs in Pennsylvania's puppy mills, there's hope on the horizon. For years, campaigners have battled to get tougher laws to improve welfare for dogs in commercial breeding kennels.
Let's hope it's a good one.